All
So,
right. I think it's time for
mhm.
Mattress running the numbers. What do we have this week?
This week's Mattress Running the Numbers is a US Mint coin deal that's already done by the time you're listening to this, but it's worth talking about, I think, probably because these mint deals come around now and then. So this week, there is a set of coins, or quite a few coins actually, going out for sale. And there are resellers or buyers clubs willing to buy these sets at pre-negotiated prices where they tell you exactly how much commission they'll give you for ordering and shipping them a set of coins. So again, the way this kind of works is US Mint releases a collectible coin. You click around when the collectible coin becomes eligible for sale. They only allow one per household, but obviously some collectors would like more, or the price is expected to go up because collectors are interested. So buyers clubs will pay you to order it and then ship it to them. And so Stephen, I think, wrote the post this week about the current deal, and the kind of headline deal this time around is a set of 4 coins that costs about $5,300, and PFS is paying $165 commission on top. I've seen some higher numbers from other buyers clubs. So my question is, A, is it worth it? I mean, $5,300 in essentially gold you're buying for somebody else for $165 profit. Is that worth it, Greg?
Yeah, so the cool thing is you get to use a credit card to buy these. And so that's like plenty to meet a lot of different credit cards minimum spend requirements. Or if you're just looking to, spend more, maybe you're trying to get a big spend bonus, like the Hyatt credit card, you're trying to meet the $15,000 spend to get the free night, those kind of things. This would get a big chunk of it just with that one purchase, and you actually earn a cash profit on top. I mean, it seems like a no brainer. There are some, things that some reasons I'm not going for it. So the reason the main reason I'm not going for it is that I have a lot of upcoming travel plans, and I think it's extremely likely that whenever this $5,000 coin set shows up at my door, I'm not going to be there. I can't, yes, I can ask whoever's there to bring it in, but
Yeah,
what if
that's
I don't
risky.
coordinate right and
Yeah.
they open it, because then you lose the ability to send it in and get that guaranteed sale. So it doesn't quite work for me. The other thing, in the past I've been hesitant because the website has been terrible. Can you speak
Yeah.
to that at all? Is that still a problem?
Yeah, that's a good question, because the last mint deal that I did, the website changed pretty significantly, and then I got locked out of my account, and they seem to not want to let me buy any more coins, though I have a family member who is still able to order. But long ago, what would happen is these coin deals go live usually at noon on a Thursday. And so CoinDeal goes live and the site completely crashes. It's a pain to add it to your cart.
Right.
And then if you get it in your cart, the whole checkout process just keeps failing, and there's a lot of refreshing involved. And typically, like, if a coin sale went live at noon, it wouldn't be shocking if you weren't able to get an order through until 12:35 or 12:40 sometimes. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and get an order through sooner, but you would have to be willing to sit there and refresh and fight with the Mint site, hoping that an order will go through, and it might not. I mean, it may sell out before you're able to fight your way through.
Right.
So that's long been a frustration. The Mint has made a number of significant changes to their site. And so nowadays, it actually doesn't favor the person sitting there refreshing, refreshing, refreshing. In fact, it'll lock you out if you try to do that. It'll,
Okay.
so they've got some new software now that'll lock you out if you're behaving too much like a machine that's trying to, buy these coins. So
Yeah.
you have to kind of be more patient and methodical now, and a little bit slower. And it also helps to be kind of prepared. Like, one of the things that I've done for these is that I'll make sure that I'm logged into a Google account on the browser that I'm using that only has one credit card stored, and it's the card that I want to use for the deal, because it tends to auto populate faster than the Mint site. You can save a credit card payment method on the Mint site, but getting it to actually select from the drop down menu is like a nightmare the way the website functions. So instead, getting Google to pre-fill it for you is much more reliable. But all that stuff means there's some gymnastics involved, essentially. And so you have to be willing to bend and flip and twirl and whatever else, and accept the fact that you might do all that bending and flipping and twirling for naught. So if you're willing to do that, I mean, for me, I don't know, usually for me, I'll do 20 or 30 minutes of twirling for $165. Like that's enough incentive for me most of the time to be able to take part in these. And there are some buyers, to be clear, that are paying even more. So that to me isn't a big barrier, but for some people, it's too much of an annoyance. And if you don't have the patience for that, stay away from the mint deals. But the other thing to mention here is that there is some risk, of course. These are, I mean, you're buying gold that's getting shipped to you through the mail or UPS or FedEx or whatever, and then you're going to have to send that gold to somebody else. And so, there's some inherent risk there. A, that something gets lost along the way or damaged. B, obviously that it gets stolen. See that the buyers club takes your gold and runs off to a beach somewhere and lives happily ever after with your gold. Now, I don't think that's a big enough risk to keep me away because I have enough positive experience with the buyers clubs that I've used, but it certainly would give me pause if I were new to this. And so, I always say, don't get in over your head and don't do one of these deals that's more than you can afford to lose.
Right. So in the past, we've often had much smaller deals, like $500 ish or even less, and those were kind of, I think, easier to dip your toe in. And for $5,000 is quite a lot for most people to say, I'm going to dip my toe in this one. But at the same time, it's very attractive to have over $5,000 of easy credit card spend right off the bat, plus a profit is really nice. So all right. So it's mainly a yes, but with caution, I guess.
Exactly. There you go.